Hello. Hey everybody. Hey y'all, how you doing? Cardlin Audio here, aka JC. JC is my out of character name, the name of the guy at the microphone. Cardlin Audio and the Cardi Bear here are who you listen to in your audios. Two different people, kind of got to separate the two. But first off and foremost, before we start getting to all these questions, thank you, by the way, for sending in these questions. There's a lot of new stuff here. I want to say hi and hello to everybody who's been showing up. So hello to Tiffany Wiltshire, hello to Twilight, hello to Anna Bartlett, hey to Haley Oz, hello to Adrian Turner, hello to Kalmel, hello to Demi Sukimata, hello to Life is Strange, hello to Kiara Marie Guerrero, hello to Orlando Campbell, hello to Crimson, hello to Milena, hello to Virginie, hey Ree, hello to Callan, hey Eliza's here, hello to Ashton, hello to Decote, hello to Drea Rue, what up Drea, hello to Daniel Perez, hello to MG Vlogs, hello to, who else we got? Katie's here, what up Subdued Hughes, Alice Store, hello. Hello to Leia Emmanuel. Who else we got? Anybody else hiding out there? Hello to Edge. I think we got everybody, huh? Okay, so the first 15 minutes or so, we're just gonna hang out. We're just gonna say hello. I want you to tell me how you're doing, how your week's been going, if you have any plans for this weekend. If you have any questions, you can put them in the form. You'll see that the link to the form is both pinned in chat as well as in the description. So let me know, how are you doing? How's your week going? Hello to Val Dancing Angel. How have you been? What's going on in your life? Let's see. Val Dancing Angel says, this stream made my week. I hope you know that. Thank you. Milena says, I love that you say my name right. Most people don't. I love that compliment. When someone says I say their name right and I actually get it right, it's always like a little win for me. I like that. Thank you. Tiffany Wiltshire says, this is my first one I've been on because of my anxiety, but thanks to your videos, I've been doing much better. Oh, well, thank you. Sorry about the anxiety. Hello to Rainbow Crash. Got a lot of people who want to hide. They want to lurk. That's fine. You don't gotta be actively in the chat. If you have questions, you can throw them in the link, or you can just hang out and listen. However you want to do it, that's fine. Kalmel says, it's 2 a.m., but my attendance is up, most important. Oh, thank you for that. Giselle Rouge says, hola, hola. Hello, Giselle. Cassie Yabes. Hiya, how you doing? Decote says, it's my mama's birthday, so I got ice cream. Nice, happy birthday to your mom. Congratulations on the ice cream. Demi says, his latest comfort video hit me hard. That They Don't Define You is so relatable and adorable. That was a good one. Well, I don't want to say it's too good because I realized, I think I wrote that one. That's one that I genuinely do not remember writing, which was such a trip. Could have sworn somebody else wrote that one, but I don't know. I guess I did. Crimson says, I'm great now that I'm in another live of yours. Thank you, Crimson. Val says, things have been good for me personally. I hope you're good though. Yeah, I'm good. Definitely good. Ree says, glad so many people are joining. Yeah. Twilight says, welcome in. Thanks for coming, everybody. Yeah. Reed and Twilight and maybe some of my other regulars from my Twitch may not be used to me sounding so nice and so calm and sweet. Maybe they don't get used to it, okay? I'm definitely leaning more into Cardlin right now, trying to be extra nice and extra patient. Whereas on Twitch, I may not always be those things. On Twitch, I'm more myself. I kind of let it all loose and I kind of just be myself. Whereas right now, I'm making this a warm and welcome space for new cardigans. For those of you who don't know, I call the people in my community cardigans. Do you want to know why? It's kind of cheesy, but so is everything I do, so I don't mind. You are all called cardigans because you keep me warm. And I appreciate you. Virginie says, Jin says, hope everyone's doing good. Nice. Colin Mouse says, this is my first stream. I'm very stoked. Nice. Katie says, doing all right. Just chilling with my dog. That's nice. Kai says, kind of using your comfort vids, and it helps me though. That's cool. I'm glad it helps. Ashton says, I just got back from Florida after sitting at the airport for 10 hours due to how long they delayed. So I'm so tired. Oh my God. 10 hours delay. That's a bummer. Haley Oz says, you're so awesome. No, you. Callan says, yes, me too. No one ever says my name right first time, but you did it. It's Callan, like Calvin with no V. Oh, nice. Ree says, I'm super sicky, so just here for the vibes and chill. Aw, get better, Ree. Scorpio says, Scorpio stopping late to streams challenge. Good luck. Oh, speaking of the merch link, thank you, Twilight. There's going to be some new merch coming out soon. Got some really cool ideas. Ree came up with some really, really nice designs. Daniel says, I'm listening to this at the gym. Got to get my steps in. Yeah, get your 10K. You can do it. Kelly Masias, hello. Kelly says, we love cheesy. That's cute. We appreciate you too. No, you. Kalmal says, give this man the Nobel Peace Prize. Decote says, also, I'm currently mentally preparing for junior year, which means the horrors of algebra too. Oh, I miss algebra. I like algebra. I was good at algebra. Grunge Baby, hello. Says, hello, Cardlin. Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a great day or night or evening. Yeah, you too. Val says, I need a hug, I think. I'm in a long-distance relationship, and the way things have been going for me is just not it. Anyways, enough of me venting. Good luck. Long-distance relationships can be difficult. Abby Yerga, hello. Demi says, I love how the ASMR people have the friendliest communities. Don't we just? Haley says, I'm so thankful for your videos. Oh, thank you. Kai says, how have you been? Everything Kai says is so... so intense. I've been good. How are you? Val says, your comfort vids are god tier. Oh my goodness. Jin says, I was surprised you used my full name at first. You said it so well. Thank you. Virginie? Yeah. Thanks, Jin. MG Vlog says, Cardlin, thank you so much for helping through my breakup. You've been working so hard, and I love how your vids help me at night. Thank you so much. Thank you. Kalmel says, I've been a cardigan since 2019, but never caught the lives due to time zones. I'm in Ireland. It's okay. I don't really do a lot of lives here on YouTube. I've started doing them now, like once a month, like doing these Q&As. And seems like people like them so far, so that's cool. Blair Rose says, hello, by the way. Blair Rose says, I'm doing better. This month hasn't been great, unfortunately, but streamy streams make everything better. Hell yeah. Mommy ASMR, hello. Says, you were the very first VA/ASMR artist I ever found. Oh, geez. Thank you. I've been doing it for a while. I've been here. Mrs. V says, Happy June, everybody. Happy June, Mrs. V. Tiffany says, I'm so excited for the new merch. Yeah, we're putting together some really cool stuff. We got some really great ideas. Kelly Masia says, I wanted to say I love your trans inclusive videos. They're amazing. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. Tiffany Wilcher says, not me crying on the bathroom floor as I'm listening to this. Oh, geez. It's intense. Edge says, for some reason, I can't find your user on Twitch. Oh, on Twitch, my name is entirely different. I made it entirely different with a completely different look and avatar just because I want it to be very clear that I'm not Cardlin Audio over there, you know? But if you want to find me, mods, if one of you can put the link, I am and then JC said over on Twitch. It's long, it's wordy, and it's going to change soon, but for now you can find me at and then JC said over on Twitch. The bird is so cute, says Haley. Yeah, look at them. They're adorable. JT Stevens says, I second on the trans inclusive videos. Cool. Happy to do it. Hi, JT Stevens. Ashton says, anyway, first live. I'm so excited but nervous. You're going to do great. All you got to do is chill. I'm the one who's got to answer questions. Kai says, I love it how you notice every one of us here. I'm trying to. Luckily, the chat isn't going by too fast. Daniel Perez says, thank you so much for the YouTube lives. My first one so far, and it's so fun and chill. Yeah, this is it. This is the vibe. Y'all are a bunch of little goobers running around at the bottom of the screen, and I'm just reading your questions from the forum. At least I will be in a couple of minutes. Val says, I'm not wrong about your comfort vids, though. I'm exposing myself right now, but I literally have a little playlist with your audios, and I fall asleep to them. Thank you for letting me play that role in your life. I'm happy to bring you some comfort. I know life can get tough, so that's why I do this. Heloisa Silveira. Hello, I'm from Brazil. Obrigado, meu amigo. I love your videos. Well, thank you for being here, Heloisa. Hopefully I got your name right. Guy says, gosh, I use your vids while I study. So intense. Crimson says, love the newest addition to My Servant, My Savior, by the way. Yeah, I'm trying to do one of those a month. So it'll be a month, but I can tell you the next episode's gonna be... You're gonna be pretty happy with it, I think. Demi says, I'm not looking forward to school starting, but I know I can come back to your channel and chillax. That's what we do. Luxord, hi. Hylian Royalty, hi. Colin says the goobiest. They are pretty gooby down there. I agree. Tiffany Wilshire says, I've been having a hard week and can feel an anxiety attack coming on. I hope I will stay. You got this. Hey, Sam. Sam says, love being a goober at the bottom of the screen. Yeah. Anna Bartlett says, you're awesome. No, you. Kai says, what kind of music do you listen to? A little bit of everything. A little bit of here and there. You can ask people who've been to my Twitch streams whenever I play my personal playlists. It's a little mix of everything, I think. Boo-hoo says, first time catching a live of my comfort ASMR artist and technically boyf, husband, fiance, yandere, ghost boyf in different dimensions. Hope you're doing great, Cardlin. Thank you, Boo-hoo, for making it, and thank you for that very flattering description. Hylian Royalty says, what was your favorite ASMR series to do? Why don't you submit the question via the forum? We'll see if we can get to it. Crimson says, it's nice to be a silly Billy at the bottom of the screen every once in a while. I know. And can you imagine if you knew about the secret commands? Bree says, also a crab. Never forget the crab. I was indeed a crab at one point. Edge says, I have a playlist that's called Free Therapy that has over 500 videos. That's awesome. Tiffany says, your voice and videos have helped me so much. That's cool. That's awesome. Guy says, what's your favorite movie or series? Why don't you ask that on the old forum there? We'll see if we can get to it. Demi says, hey Cardlin, do you know Nyx and Ellis? Shining Armor ASMR? Can't say I do. Not personally anyway. I have heard of the name. Colin Mel says, we are like a bunch of gooby bugs. Just a bunch of gooby bugs running around. Bunch of little, we got everybody. We got a bunch of video game characters, a bunch of Pokemons. I see Bowser, I see Kirby, I see a couple of Clouds. Daniel says, no, but for real, the role ASMR artists play in people's mental health is no joke. Yeah, I'm honored to do it. I'm happy to do it. I also realize that it's a pretty serious thing, so I try and take it seriously. I understand that I play to some people a very crucial role, and that's not a responsibility I take lightly, Where he's got a giant sword. That is pretty cool. All right, shall we get to the questions? Let's do it, shall we? All right. I've got several questions here all lined up. We'll start from the top and see if we can make our way to the bottom before the stream ends. Okay. It's gonna be really chill, really informal. I'm gonna try and keep up with chat while I'm also reading these questions and giving my answers. But yeah. Let's see. Broken Angel with our first question says, what is a skill you've always wanted to learn? Oh, Broken Angel, I've always wanted to learn how to sing really well, like be like trained to sing or to play the piano. I think either of those would be really cool. Definitely a lot of skills I'd love to pick up, but if you're asking me, those are the first two that come to mind. Got a question from Ashton, who says, I'm a girl, by the way. Okay, Ashton, who's a girl, by the way. Says, how old really are you? Oh, geez, here we go. Okay, so how do we do this? Somebody keep an eye on the viewer count. We'll see how many people drop after I say this. Cardlin Audio, Cardlin in all of the audios is as old as you want him to be. He's always an adult, and his age and his persona and the way he looks and the way he dresses and everything is always as however you picture it. It's exactly as it is in your mind when you're listening to the audio. Now, as for me, JC, the person doing the voicing at the keyboard and the microphone, I am... Are you sure you want to know? Okay, here we go. I'm 40 years old. I'm turning 41 this year. I've been here for a while. I've been doing this for a while. I had a whole, 10 plus years of a career before I did this. So yeah, that's me. I'm 40. Hello. Let's see. We got a question from V. V says, no question, just wanted to say hi and wish you a lovely Q&A session and a lovely weekend. Take care, JC. Thank you, V. V's always such a sweetie. Giselle says, ew, JK. Edge says, dear God, yo. Kalmel says, veteran, we thank you for your service. Oh boy. Kelly says, not that much older than me. I turned 29 in a couple of weeks, but also so much older. Oh, jeez. I am what I am, y'all. I don't want to hide from it. I don't want to lie. I do what I do, and I like what I do. And I'm going to keep doing it. Janine says, I'm 44. Hello, Janine. Ed says, I'm turning 20 this year. Good Lord. Well, I mean, so long as you're an adult, you're welcome to hang out. Kelly says, I was hoping you wouldn't say 20 or something. No, I've been around. I've seen some stuff. I've done some things. Blair says, he's reached Unk status and we love him for it. Oh boy, Unk status. JT Stevens says, to be honest, I was too emotionally invested in this man to even care about his age. I hope I didn't ruin anything for you. Remember, Cardlin is still whoever you want him to be. Cardlin is whoever the script that I'm reading demands him to be. Whoever he needs to be for that current story, okay? JC and Cardlin, very different. Let's see, we got a question from Jupiter Fox, who says, what made you decide to create audio roleplays? Well, what made me start was I saw people doing it on Reddit, and I thought it might be cool to do it myself. I started trying it out as a hobby, and I realized people really seemed to like what I did, so I stuck with it. And what made me decide to make a career out of it and really pursue it as like a full-time thing was realizing the impact it had on people and like the, hoping that I could make like a little difference in their lives, even if just a little bit, to make their lives a little better. It really recharged my batteries in a way that nothing else I'd ever done for a career had ever done. So it was really fulfilling in a way that I'd never felt before, and I wanted to chase that feeling. And now it's a very fulfilling and emotionally satisfying career. Let's see, Lydia C says, what are you most proud of about yourself? By the way, thank you for taking time out of your day to make these audios. They always brighten up... Excuse me, Grandpa Cardlin is dying. They always brighten up my day, and I hope you know that you're appreciated. Well, thank you, Lydia C. What am I most proud of about myself? Oh, geez, let's see. I like to say that my superpower is that I don't get embarrassed. I think that's my specialty. I think what I do might be a little too cringe or awkward for other people to do, like reading the scripts and getting in character, putting myself out there, pretending I'm a giant cartoon bear on a stream on YouTube. you know? So I'm pretty proud of my ability to, you know, not really care what other people think. Not let myself get too bogged down in how I might appear, how I might look. I know I have a power to just kind of go for it, even if it might be embarrassing. So I like that. I like that I can do that. That's something that I feel like I'm good at. Or nor, says Cassie. Blair says no dying allowed. Maybe I should hydrate, huh? Let's take a little sip. Let's see, we got a question from Atticus, who says, are you married or have any partner? Oh, wow. Going straight for it, huh? Okay, Atticus. Am I married or do I have any partner? I used to. I had a girlfriend who I had been with since a week before I started my YouTube channel. So pretty much my entire career as Cardlin Audio, I've had a girlfriend who I referred to as the Mrs., which I remember was pretty confusing for some people. That having been said, we broke up recently, sadly enough, and I am single now. Yep, simple as that. Atticus continues to ask, do you like summer or winter better? Definitely winter. Not only do I like the cold weather, I love the cold weather, but I also enjoy the winter holidays. Like, I feel like Christmas time, everybody gets together, everybody's really nice and sweet. New Year's is always fun, you know? I feel like winter is just awesome. Yo! Karina, thank you so much for that super chat. Karina says, sneaks in to drop off a donut before sneaking away. Thank you, Karina. My golly gosh. Holy jeez. $50. Karina, thank you so much. Maybe I can get groceries tonight. Let's see, we have a couple of questions from Den. Den has a couple of rapid fire questions. Let's see. Den asks, what is one place you really want to go? I would like to go back to the Philippines, see my family and my, you know, like just see my family there. I went to the Philippines for high school. I was born and raised here in California till about middle school. Then I went to high school in the Philippines, and I haven't been back since I graduated. I really would like to go back, just to see my cousins and my aunts and uncles, you know, just like my whole family out there, and visit some of my old stomping grounds back in high school. That'd be nice. Den continues to ask, what is your greatest fear? Letting down my kid. Oh yeah, I have a kid. While we're calling me a grandpa, I have a daughter who is in their 20s. So yeah, we got pregnant really early. But yeah, my daughter is in their 20s, and they, you know, like letting them down would be my greatest fear. I just hope you know, I may not always be the best father, but I hope I never let them down. Kelly says, I also have a daughter, but she is 3. Eliza says she's definitely proud of you. Thank you, Eliza. I hope so. Dan continues to ask, what is something that inspires you? So I was thinking about this, and I think I have 2 answers. There's the inspiration that pushes you from behind, and there's the inspiration that pulls you from in front of you, you know? And I think the inspiration that pushes me from behind is supporting my mother. I support my mother with, Oi, Philippines! Philippines! Sorry, the inspiration that pushes me from behind is my mother. I support my mother. She currently lives in a nursing home, and that's not cheap. So she inspires me to keep working because I need to make sure that, you know, she gets the support and love she needs. And in terms of what pulls me from in front, you know, honestly, it's gonna sound super cheesy, but it's like receiving really nice comments, you know? Like when someone, even if it's like, when somebody says like, you know, your comfort videos really help me, or your spicy audios really helps me and my husband rediscover each other, stuff like that. Or even when it's something like, thank you for adding captions to your videos, because English isn't my natural language, isn't my first language, and because of your captions, I'm able to learn English a little more, like little stuff like that. So like really, I guess it's just trying to reach out there and help each other as much as possible. Demi says, wait, doesn't Cardlin have a son too? I used to have a son, and now I have a daughter. So you can take whatever logical steps from there you need to. But yeah, I'm a very proud dad of a very awesome, beautiful, intelligent daughter. Let's see. Den asks one last time, is there something you wish you could do? Yeah. I wish I could not have to worry about money anymore, you know? I wish I could, I wish I wasn't always stressing about stuff. That'd be nice. Blair Rose asks, what's your trick? What's your trick to make an acted emotion, for example, fake laughs or sobs or anger, sound more realistic? Does it feel strange to you? Keep being awesome. Well, thanks for this question, Blair. It's always cool to get questions about the technical side of performing scripts and recording and getting into character. For your question, what's your trick to make an acted emotion sound more realistic? You gotta just really dive into it, you know? I guess I played a lot of make-believe as a kid. You know, I did a lot of, whoa! Thank you so much, Mrs. B. Mrs. B, thank you. Says much love and support to Mama Cardlin. Appreciated. Thank you so much, Mrs. B, for the $5. Thank you. So how do I make sounds and acted emotions sound realistic? It's just, it's just putting myself in that moment, feeling how that person would feel or imagining how they would feel, and really just inhabiting the character in that moment. Yeah, it's just playing pretend, I guess, you know? As silly and as obvious and as simple as that sounds, it really is just pretend to be the character on the script. I don't know how else to say it. I've watched a lot of cartoons, I've watched a lot of anime. Maybe that helps. We have a couple of questions from Jinjin. Jinjin says, is there a type of audio you haven't done yet but would love to try one day? Oh. In terms of types of audio, I think I've done all the ones I want to do. I feel like the ones I haven't done a lot of are like parodies, which I'm not super interested in. There's storylines I've been wanting to do. Like, I feel like it might be cool to do a series where Cardlin is the estranged father to someone who is just becoming an adult. You know, like their kid has just become an adult and they're like making their way through life. And maybe it's something like he left them at the fire station as a baby, you know, and then they found Cardlin later on in life. Something like that. I feel like a series like that where it's more of like a drama about the two of them reconnecting and realizing how they're similar and going through the angst of having that abandonment and how it affected them. I feel like that would be a really cool, really deeply emotional series that would be fun to do someday. And I have no intention of writing it, but I do have some ideas for it. But yeah, I would love to do that sometime. Jinjin continues to ask, what's the craziest unexpected thing that has happened during a recording? I don't know. I think at one point I remember like spilling a whole cup of like ice cold water on myself, like mid-sentence. And just like, I don't know if it was during a spicy audio or what, but as you can imagine, it was very unexpected. And it was a very sharp turn to go from that to the next line. Yo, Evermore, thank you for the 9 New Zealand dollars. Ooh, some Some New Zealand dollars. How nice. How fancy. Evermore says, Cardlin, your audios have seriously helped me in so many ways. I hold so much love in my heart for you. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Evermore. It's very sweet of you to say. Jin Chin continues to ask, if you could pick any job and had all the necessary skills and knowledge, what would you choose to do? I think it might be cool to be a baker. I think being a baker would be fun. I watch all these videos of people baking stuff in like kitchens, both commercial and restaurant, or smaller kitchens, and that always seems like fun. I think being like a professional baker, being able to work with my hands and create something that I know is like nourishing the community, that feels cool. Jinjin says, what's your favorite quote or saying? Oh, there's a couple. There's several. I'll give you 3. One is one that my cousin taught me, though Hey, Mrs. B, thank you for the $10. Mrs. B says, my heart is so full listening to you talk about your daughter. Giant hugs to you both. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was a recent development, and it was very touching. It was a very emotional moment. Oh, Eliza. Oh, Eliza hit me with that one. That one hit me. Yeah, that's definitely...
Sorry, I'm not sure.
I said Eliza, not Alexa. Silly robot. But yeah, that's definitely one of them. Despite everything, it's still you. In terms of realizing that, no matter what happens in life, you're still you, and you made it, and you survived it all. And, you may have grown, but you haven't changed. There's also one my cousin taught me, which I feel is very important. I found out later was a Beyonce quote, apparently. But I think actually when she told me, she said it was like Beyonce says, don't talk about it, be about it. I love that. Because, I'm always somebody who lives in plans. I live in a world of make-believe in my head. I'm always planning to do this stuff. And hearing that quote really pushes me to actually turn those fantasies into realities, turning those dreams into something that actually happens. My third favorite quote is, I don't know that it's really a quote. I mean, I know there is a quote, but I can't remember it right now. But I remember it's something like everybody's going through something on their own, Don't attribute to hate what you can contribute to ignorance. And not ignorance is in stupidity, but just ignorance is in they just don't know. Or they just don't care, And everybody's going through their own thing. Nobody's worried about you or how you look or how you think you might be eating something funny, or you think they might be looking at you because your shoes are weird or whatever. Everybody's going through their own stuff, which means A, they're not worried about you and how you're living your life, and B, more importantly, we should show empathy and care, because you never know what somebody might be going through, You never know what kind of shitty day they might be having, or what kind of horrible thing they might be living through. So yeah, I think that's a really good one. I don't know the quote, but I'm sure there's a really good one that summarizes everything I just said. Kendra Queen says, do you like chocolate chip cookies? Yes, I do. I absolutely love chocolate chip cookies. I didn't always. I don't know if chocolate chip are my favorite cookies, but yeah, I definitely like chocolate chip cookies. Allison says, what's your favorite genre when it comes to roleplay? Whenever I get asked this question, I always have 2 answers. One is yandere, because I feel like it's just so fun to be so crazy and unhinged and deranged, and I feel like it's like it feels fun to act out. Yo, Kess, thank you for the $20. Thank you, Kess. Thank you so much for that massive super chat. Appreciate you, Kess. Yes, I like yandere because it's fun to act out, and I also like comfort because of the comments that I get, like knowing that it helps people, or seeing this audio came at the perfect time. How did you know that I needed this right now? That's always a good feeling, knowing that I can help somebody, All right, we've got a couple of questions from Tiffany. Tiffany says, or asks, what made you decide to start ASMR? P.S. I love your content and you have helped me through so much with them. What made me decide to start? I kind of touched on this earlier, but basically I saw people doing it, I gave it a try on my own, and when I saw that people really liked it, I decided to kind of pursue it as a career. Tiffany continues to ask, what advice would you give to someone with severe anxiety? Asking for myself. First off, sorry. I have certain levels of anxiety as well, and I know it kind of keeps me from doing a lot of things that I might normally want to do. What advice would I give? Is just remembering that you're going to be okay. No matter what, you're going to be okay. Also, people are so wrapped up in their own things that they don't care about you enough to judge you for what you're wearing or how you're looking or what, you know, all those thoughts in your head, most of them are false. And just remembering that you've already been through and survived so much, and all those things that you thought were impossible that you ended up doing, you did fine. And yeah, just that, just having confidence that you've been through stuff already, you've survived it, and having confidence that you can make it, you know? It's kind of believing that you can do it, I suppose. Claire asks, are you accepting spicy scripts at the moment? Oh, I'm always accepting spicy scripts, and we're always in need of them. Spicy scripts and comfort scripts are two that we always need more of. If you want to send in scripts, you can send them to cardlinscripts@gmail.com. Also, you can search on my channel here. I have 2 videos that give you advice on how to write scripts. Hopefully maybe somebody will link them. One of the mods will link them, pretty please. But yeah, I have two videos that basically give tips on how to write scripts, and on 2 different levels, it's like at a beginner level and an advanced level. But yeah, I'm always accepting scripts. I have an email address called cardlinscripts@gmail.com. We always need more spice, we always need more comfort, but also just send in whatever. But yeah, also we only accept scripts if you're over 18. We used to accept scripts from people who weren't 18, like even like, you know, non-spicy scripts who are under 18. I think now we only accept scripts from people who are 18. I think that's a safe way to be. I think only people who are 18 or older. Only adults can write scripts, pretty please. Yeah, let's go ahead and change that policy right now, live on stream. Let's see. Callan asks, new here, do you have pets? I wish. When I used to be living with my daughter, we had a cat, and the cat was so adorable, and I put him in some social media stuff, and I was so just in love with the cat. Cat's named Kickflip. She's so tiny and so small and so sweet and so scared of everything in the universe, but I love her to pieces. And now I'm living on my own, and I do not have a cat, but Kickflip's doing well, and I hope to one day have a pet, whether it be a little pupperoo or a little kitties. Anna says, how are you tonight? Doing well, thank you for asking. Val Dancing Angel asks, trigger warning, death/loss. Hey Cardlin, do you have a specific video on loss and feeling alone? I know you have a number of videos out there, but is there one that is better, quote unquote, with loss and feeling alone? I hope your week was better than mine. I hope your week gets better. I don't know if this audio is any better or worse than any of the others. I love all the audios I put out, but I did put one out recently called Your Safe Place to Land. I did it just a week or 2 ago, and it is about mourning. It's about Cardlin being a safe place for you to come to whenever you're feeling alone, and it's about processing the feelings of loss. So yeah. Kess says, how is Kickflip and her siblings doing? They're doing great. Kickflip has a new sister called Gumbo, and Gumbo is just the sweetest. Just the most adorable, sweet kitty who just lets you, one of those cats that just let you do whatever to them. And they're just so cute and so nice. Sid says, oh my god, you have a daughter? Yeah. I used to have a son, now I have a daughter. Go ahead and put that together however you like. Let's see. We have a question from Kai. Kai asks, when are you going to post the new episode of the Butler series? Earlier today. The next one will be out in July. Haley, and I apologize ahead of time. Today's Butler series audio, My Servant, My Savior, ends with a bit of a cliffhanger, and I know it's not very nice. It's not very nice. But yeah. Demi says, "Hey Cardlin, I'm so sorry for misgendering your daughter. Please let her know I'm so sorry, and that won't happen again. I have to go for tonight. Good night, everyone." No, you didn't misgender anybody. I used to have a son, and now I have a daughter, and nobody knew before today. Nobody in the cardigan community knew before today, so you didn't misgender nobody. You're good. Don't worry about it. I'm definitely not going to tell them. They don't need to know. Haley asks, "What's it like knowing you changed so many people's lives?" It's a trip. Like, to hear what people say and the level of effect that I've had on them, it's hard to believe, you know, it's hard to believe it to that degree that they state it, but also it's a huge honor. Morgan Chalk, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much for that super chat. Morgan says, "Thank you for being a light in this dark world. Love your content." Well, thank you, Morgan. I definitely try to be, and it's very sweet of you to gift me like that. I appreciate you. Yeah, Haley, it's strange, you know. It's multi-layered. I feel honored. I feel like I want to make sure it doesn't go to my head, and I feel like I have a responsibility in a certain way. But I also want to. It's also important I stay humble. Jinjin, thank you for the 50 Canadian dollars. Thank you so much, Jinjin. Jinjin says, "Thank you so much for all you do and for being you. It's always so awe-inspiring. Lots of love, Jinjin." Thank you, Jinjin. That's very sweet of you. Thank you so much for all these super chats, y'all. Jeez, Jinjin, thank you. Okay, let's see. Vay. Hello, Vay. Vay says, "Hello, Cardin. I'd like to know what inspired you to make ASMR content. Also, what was your favorite ASMR video to record? By the way, you're really cool. Have a great day/night." Well, thank you, Vay. You're pretty cool yourself. I like the way you type. What inspired me to make ASMR content? I saw others doing it, decided to give it a try, and when I saw that people liked it, I decided to try and make a career out of it. So it went from a long-time hobby to becoming a full-time job on April 1st, 2016, 2015, something like that, 2015. And yeah, I didn't expect it to become so real, but we'd finally made it. Look at that. Janine says, "JC be getting groceries tonight." Yeah, I'm getting all the groceries. I'm getting double celery for my peanut butter. Val asks, "Do you have a favorite game you grew up playing? PC, console, card, or board game counts." I played Dungeons and Dragons a couple of times as a kid, really young. My cousin introduced it to me, who was way older than me, and it really took a hold of me, you know? Like, I play Dungeons and Dragons multiple times a week nowadays. But yeah, Dungeons and Dragons, Final Fantasy VI is a game that really grabbed me. Super Mario World is a game that really grabbed me. Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario Brothers 2. It's like an old school gamer. I game so much. Let's see. Luke asks, "I watched the video from 6 years ago and I must know if this is still true. Is your favorite soda still Dr. Pepper?" It is. It absolutely is. I definitely have a lot of other favorites, but I think my top favorite is always going to be Dr. Pepper. Amelia asks, "What made you pick your career?" I saw other people making audios and decided to give it a try for myself. And yeah, when I saw the effect it was having on people, I decided to see if I could do it and make money off of it so that I could sustain myself doing just this. And here we are. Lucky me. Let's see. Abby asks, "Do you like BTS, the K-pop group? And if so, which member is your favorite?" I do. I love BTS. My favorite member is and I just love the way they dance, their hair, oh my god, and their moves, their most recent song, their song called Butter Time. It was really good. Really good. Number one army. That's me. I love BTS for sure. Let's see. KC asks, what's your favorite summer activity? Ooh. Favorite summer activity? Swimming? Love to go swimming in the pool? Who doesn't love a good swam? Especially when it's hot and then like you go into the water, it's cold, and you emerge and it's hot, and you go back down and it's cold, and you go back up and it's hot. I love that. Let's see. Arlen has a couple. This is a really big section here from Arlen. Let's see. Let me read this first to make sure there's nothing too damaging in here. Let's see. Okay. Arlen says, I like how you do content for all genders, but I've never seen you do videos where you mix different pronouns together before. For example, my pronouns are he, they. So if someone were to refer to me, then it would be nice to hear both in the same conversation. For example, he had a nice bike ride today, but they ended up spending too much time on their bike, and he ended up overexerting himself. Theirself. True story, I spend way too much time on my bike sometimes. Would you be open to mixing pronouns in future videos? I think I already do. I think if you look closely at the scripts and the audios, you'll see that even the ones that are specifically gendered towards male, female, or they already include both they, them when referring to somebody, as well as him, her. So yeah, double check. I think I already do that. And if I don't know that it's something that I'll do. It's already a big undertaking to do an audio 3 times. So I don't know if I'll be doing it, 6 times. So, yeah. Let's see. Anonymous asks, how's single or bachelor life treating you? Anybody you interested in? Oh, Anonymous is asking if there's anybody I'm interested in, huh? Who are you, Anonymous? Jeez. Singular bachelor life is treating me well. I'm definitely settling into certain bachelor ways that I probably shouldn't. I feel like I need to grow up again. Like it's kind of reverting in a way to like definitely my bachelor era. But things are clean. I do my laundry, I do my chores. There's no dishes piled up in the sink or anything. The house stays vacuumed. The floor stays swept. So it's nothing like that we have to worry about. I just feel like this is a nice vacation, but I definitely want to fall into a relationship. Cheers. Oh my God. What was that? Cheers. Cheers indeed. I definitely want to fall into a relationship at some point. Oh, Morgan Chalk subscribed to the channel. Thank you. Yeah, I'm digging it. Is there somebody that I have a crush on right now? No. I'm kind of settling into the possibility that I just might be single for the rest of it. I might just write it out single. To be honest, the idea of diving into another relationship is a little scary. It's a little intimidating. I don't know if that's something I'm into, but I'm digging the single life, and luckily I'm surrounded by enough loving friends and family that I don't really feel lonely. So, yeah. Ooh, we got a lot of questions, y'all. Okay, let's keep this going. Giselle Rouge asks, do you have any tips or suggestions how to balance work and social life? I've been feeling a little burned out recently, but would like to hear some tips. By the way, thank you for everything you do. Well, thank you, Giselle. Some tips or suggestions on how to balance work and social life. Just, you have to be really firm in setting your boundaries, making sure that you don't take your work home with you, not letting work take advantage of you, in the sense that, whether intentionally or unintentionally, trying to remember that they shouldn't be asking you to do things outside of your work hours. Also making sure not to do things outside of your work hours either. Like don't answer calls after work, don't answer emails after work. Make sure you keep all your work within the work hours that you're paid for, and don't feel this sense of maybe being inadequate or like you have to do more in order to get a promotion. Do what you're paid for, and make peace with that. And I feel like that'll help you enjoy your time away from work and your social life more. So yeah, keep that, keep those boundaries up. They're very important. Let's see. Casey asks, whoops, another question, but if you could be any character in a piece of media, show, movie, musical, game, etc., who would you be? Nifty. I feel like Nifty and Has Been Hotel has a pretty cool life. I would love to be Nifty. Who else? I'm trying to think of somebody who has like not a lot of strings and like just like living a happy life. Not a lot of worries, not a lot of concerns. Seems like a lot of characters and a lot of shows have some kind of hang-ups, right? So yeah, I think maybe just Nifty, just stabbing angels, doing my thing. I'm sure there's other characters I can think of. Brock from Pokemon seemed to have a nice life. Didn't seem to have too many problems, but I didn't watch a lot of episodes, so I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of characters are characters because they have big problems that they're going through, and I don't want any problems, so I just want to be somebody really chill. Mei Lee, hello, says or asks, will you make more cuddling / bathing audios in the future or sometime this year? Oh, so this is a good time to mention. For those of you asking for specific types of audios, or will you please do this kind of audio, or have you done this type of audio? I don't choose what types of audios I do. You know what I mean? No alarms and no surprises, please. Exactly. But yeah, I'm limited to whatever scripts are sent in to me. So if you want to hear a specific type of audio, you want to hear a specific type of script, you have to write it, because I don't write the scripts. You notice that every video has on the type, right on the video itself, it says who wrote the script. So if you want to send in a script, write a script, you certainly can. In terms of requesting a specific type of audio on a specific topic, not a lot I can do to help you there. You know, it really depends on what you can send in and what you send in to me. You know, I can choose from the audios that I have. I have a little bit of an index of audios that I like to go through with. We go through it with the team every week as we're planning what we're going to do throughout the scheduled week. But yeah, if you want something specific, you got to write it. That's the trick. Let's see. Val is back and asks, I don't remember if you answered this before. I'm sorry, I have short memory. But what was your favorite movie / TV show, or both, growing up? Favorite movie growing up? Short Circuit. Favorite TV show growing up? Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. Yeah. Let's see. Hylian Royalty asks, what was your favorite ASMR series to do? I really like doing series. I love a lot of the series I did. The first one that comes to mind is Saved from the Stake. It's a really good spice series that I both wrote and performed. That was really fun to do. Other series that I really liked are She Silences My Demons. That's a really good one that I really enjoyed. Yeah. JT Stevens asks, I got two. First, what is your favorite audio that you've made? Favorite audio that I've made? I guess Saved from the Stake is a lot of fun to do, a lot of fun to record. JT Stevens goes on to ask, second, what is an audio theme that you've been wanting to do but still haven't done? I don't think there is one, JT Stevens. I feel like I've kind of done all the audio themes and genres that I wanted to do, and I kind of want to just stay in this comfortable zone, you know? Can you think of one that you want me to do, or one that you haven't seen me do that you'd like me to do? I'd love to hear it. They say, love your work, hope you continue to prosper in the future. Thank you. Haley says, cats or dogs? Okay. Growing up, I would definitely say dogs, having never been around cats. But now that I've lived with a cat, and I've lived with a dog for a while, I'm gonna go ahead and say it really depends on the animal, right? Like, cats can be assholes, dogs can be jerks. If I just had to choose in general, I guess a cat, because they're more self-sufficient. But the loyalty and the sweetness of a dog cannot be missed. Cannot be, underestimated. Elle says, do you ever look back on old vids and just kind of think, oh wow, they were so different, or that you've gotten better at what you do? Yeah, just the thought, like the visuals of an audio seem so different, and then also I guess the audio quality might have improved over the years. But otherwise, no, I feel like old audio still kind of hold up, you know? I feel like the content is still just as relevant then, or today, as it was then. Val, Dancing Angel, returns a couple of times. I keep seeing their name pop up. Val says, what's your favorite holiday / time of the year? Probably winter time. I like it, you know, because of Christmas and New Year's and stuff, and the family coming together. I really love that. Safira Volkov, hey Safira, says, how you been? I've been all right. Thank you for asking. Val's back again, asking, if you like winter, would you be interested in visiting Frankenmuth, Michigan? It's Christmas all the time over there. I'll even offer to give you a tour of Frankenmuth. Would you believe it if I told you, Val, that I've actually been to Frankenmuth? Someone that I used to date lived in Michigan, and we actually went to Frankenmuth. I remember I got chocolate cheese, and I had buttered noodles. And spackle? I think it's called spackle? Buttered noodles and spackle? Aaron asks, how did you come up with the name Cardlin? Honestly, Aaron, if I'm being honest with you, I think it's kind of based off of the name Caltrain, like Caltrain, like the Caltrain, like California Caltrain. And I also was thinking of somebody who uses cards and is kind of mischievous and kind of like a sleight of hand, roguish type of mischievous person. And even though the Cardlin that I eventually made, the character that I role-played using the name Cardlin, was actually very different from that. They were not mischievous or roguish in any way. I think it was originally based off of a mixture of the Caltrain, which is a local transit system here in California, as well as cards. Think about Card Shark, that kind of stuff. Spetzel, it might have been Spetzel. Yeah, it was like a pounded out meat patty that was breaded and deep fried, I think. Spetzel, sounds right. Okay, where were we? Matt asks, marry me? I don't know, Matt. We'll see. Maybe. Probably not. If I'm being honest, probably not, but maybe. I don't want to say no entirely. But yeah, probably not though. Probably not. High possibility of not, but maybe. Haley says, why did you choose a bear as your icon? I think, well, first off, bears are big and they're strong and they're adorable and they're also scary, and I like to be all of those things. And also, World of Warcraft, I think. I played a bear. I played a druid in World of Warcraft for many years, and a lot of people called me bear or referred to me as a bear because of it. And yeah, I think that's that. I think that's why. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Shush, don't worry about that. Says drop the address? Yikes. Trying to come to my house? Take it easy. Let's not do that. But I do have a mailing address if you want to mail in stuff. I believe it's in my audio descriptions or something. But yeah, if you want to mail in gifts, some people have done that in the past. Or, I have a throne where you can suggest items and you can get it for me off throne. But in terms of dropping the address, probably not. Let's see. Edge asks, any advice for someone like myself who graduated this year and doesn't have a career path in mind, as well as not going to college? Yeah, don't rush yourself, Just gonna try out a bunch of different things. See what, I think the trick is finding something that recharges your batteries. Find something that when you do it, it doesn't just take away from your energy levels and your time, but it also makes you feel good. It makes you feel engaged. It makes you feel interested. I think having that feeling and chasing that is key. Eliza posted an address. Is that the White House? Cardlin for president 2024. FBI headquarters. Nice. Let's see. Mia says, been a fan for almost 4 years. Thank you, Mia. Says, what's your favorite memory you have while creating a video or content?
Cheers.
Ooh, cheers. Thank you to our new subscriber, Katie. Favorite memory I have while creating a video or content. I recorded WAP. W-A-P, wet ass. Well, wet ass pussy, if I'm being honest. I recorded that for funsies for Patreon, and that was a lot of fun. Recording that was very memorable. That's definitely the first thing that came to mind. Working with Nye Kills to kind of work on that and make it like they really produced the shit out of it, and they like added a whole like music track and like added all these like they went above and beyond on that one, and that ended up being one of my favorite audios that I recorded. Val says, wait, my live buffered. You dated someone from Michigan and you've been to Frankenmuth? Yeah, I have. Sorry, someone in a long distance relationship. That's awesome. My boyfriend lives in Cali and I'm in Michigan. I took him to Frankenmuth. Nice. I did this exact same thing. I dated somebody from Michigan. They took me to Frankenmuth. A bunch of different types of fudges and cheeses and yeah, buttered noodles. That was fun. Let's see. Val is back one more time saying, did you have a party trick growing up? Party trick. I could always throw down on karaoke. I didn't necessarily sing well, but I could throw down on karaoke. That was always fun. Oh, and I would always be the one who would host games like Mafia or Werewolf. You know, those kind of party games where like everybody kind of like figures out who's the killer and everybody has to close their eyes and stuff. I'd always host that. I guess that was my party trick. Mia says, what's your favorite anime? Childhood favorite and now favorite? Childhood favorite anime is Voltron. Voltron counts, right? Yeah, Voltron. Now favorite? It's still got to be Gurren Lagann. I always will forever love Gurren Lagann. Mrs. B, thank you for the $5. Mrs. B says WAP was terrific. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I gotta repost that. Let's see. Where were we? Calmel asks, are you looking for a specific kind of audios with certain themes or such as spicy or non-spicy? I can always use more spicy scripts. You know, just like straight up vanilla, romantic, spicy. I feel like I don't have a lot of that. I feel like every spice is either investigating exploring some kind of a specific kink or fetish, or it's like some specific setting, like spies or knights and swords and dragons. I feel like just the good old vanilla, sweet, sexy spice we could always use more of. Drea asks, have you ever listened back to a really old audio just to hear the difference in your acting/voice? No. You know, let's do that now. Let's see if we can't listen to an old audio and see maybe if we can figure out the difference ourselves. Shall we? Sounds like fun. Let's go to content. Let's go to my most played video. Your first time, which is in the lead by a large amount. Let's see. Let's listen to this. See how different I sound.
Baby, your speech was amazing. Everyone was on their feet. I am honored to call such an extraordinary woman my girlfriend. No, I will not stop saying that. These past 3 months have been incredible.
These past 3 months have been incredible. I don't know. What do you think? Do I still got it? Do I still sound like Cardlin? Cass says, Cardlin circa 2016. Being a sweetie sweet, the cars outside your old place. Vroom! Yeah, definitely didn't have as great soundproofing back then.
You do know that you're incredible, right?
You do know that you're incredible, right? Do I sound the same? I don't know. Has my voice changed?
Being a star, I couldn't help fantasize about taking you home and helping you out of this super fancy dress.
Helping you out of this super fancy dress. I think it's the same. I think it's still just me. Despite everything, it's still you. Alron. Thank you for sending in a question. They ask, what happened to your Game of Thrones audio? I believe it was Jon Snow you're voicing as. I tried looking for it and I can't find it anywhere. I was actually playing as Robb Stark, the King of the North, I believe. And I believe you can still find it on Patreon. It's a spicy audio and I had to take it off of YouTube for obvious reasons. Let's see. Anonymous says, have you ever had a Karen moment? Please share. There was a couple times my channel became demonetized and I had to, like, what's the term? I really hated doing this, but I had to, like, basically go to Twitter and post at the YouTube team to get them to pay attention. And I hate doing stuff like that, but, you know, it is what it is. So I felt like that was kind of Karen-y when I had to, like, at the YouTube. It's unfortunately the way you have to do things, but yeah, I definitely felt Karen-y in the moment. Let's see. Decote asks, do you have any ideas for more Dadlin vids? Please, I love them. I do, but it's very important to me that if Cardlin is going to be the dad of the listener still has to be an adult. I don't like doing audios where the listener is intended to be under the age of 18. It just gets weird, you know? So I do have some ideas for audios wherein the listener is an adult trying to find their way through life, dealing with taxes for the first time, you know, stuff like that, dealing with having to pay rent for the first time. And Cardlin is like a very understanding, doting father. I definitely think that there's room for more audios like that. But I don't like doing any ones where, like, the listener's intended to be a baby or a child. So, yes, kind of, is my answer. Comfort for how to use TurboTax, exactly. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We got a question from Shin. It says, Hi Shin. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Which seems more fun doing, one-shot stories or series stories? Thank you. What seems more fun? I think it really depends on the individual plot and story, but I guess if I had to choose, probably one-shots. When I do a series, there's like a certain expectation built in of, like, I have to do the next one, and I have to do the next one within a certain amount of time because I don't want the series to go stale. And, you know, it's just, there's all this built-in expectations and deadlines when you do a series. Whereas a one-shot, I can just upload whenever, and that's always a lot less pressure. Jayla asks, hi Jayla, what keeps you motivated? Struggling through online lectures, lol. What keeps me motivated? Well, the bills, for sure. You know, that dream ideal future that we all have pictured in our head. And, just knowing that what I do here helps people. I feel like that's always a good feeling. Sid M asks, I've been following your channel since about 2016. Nice. What's kept you motivated to keep going after all this time? Many things, Sid. To be very, very real with you, I don't want to go back to a 9-to-5 job, you know, at a desk working for somebody else. I like working for myself, so that keeps me motivated. I want to really see the full potential of this channel and reach as many people as possible. That helps keep me motivated. And I want to continue to push the boundaries, you know, be bold and try new things and kind of see how I can reach more people, help more people, and hopefully, you know, affect more people with my audios and whatnot. Flame Bear Boo says, Cardin, can you teach me how to do my taxes? Yeah, as soon as I figure out how to do my own. Let's see. Evie asks, what's a song that describes your life? Ooh, so I can't play it because we're on YouTube. But a song that I've always kind of felt was like the soundtrack to my life. I've always wanted it to be. I don't know if it actually was, but something that I've always hoped to kind of live up to is Arawarian Dance by Nujabes. I'll go ahead and type the title in the chat. Arawarian Dance by Nujabes is a song that I hope to embody and hope to kind of, I hope I kind of carry that vibe, you know? Like if I had to leave an imprint on somebody, I hope it's kind of the same feeling and vibe that you get when you listen to that. I don't know if it is, but that's definitely, you know, my dream in my head. Let's see. JT Stevens asked another big old question. Let's see what they got. Okay. JT Stevens asks, what was it like, or how did you handle finding out that your son is now your daughter? I like you look at other parents' perspective of this type of situation, as mine weren't and still aren't the best when it comes to me being trans. So I absolutely loved it when I first found your audios and realized they were inclusive to people like me. Keep up the great work. So they actually told me in the middle of my Wednesday D&D stream that I do over on Twitch. So that was quite a surprise. They messaged me with, like, the first sentence was, "Hi Dad, I'm trans." And there was a lot more after that. And I was so caught up in emotion in the moment that I missed the opportunity, the golden opportunity to reply with, "Hi trans, I'm Dad." I really wish I did, but I didn't. But yeah, you know, they went on to say, like, this is something they've been thinking about for a while. Took them a while to come to this realization about themselves, and they're not worried to tell me because they know that I love them very much. And they wanted me to know before they started taking the medication. And I was immediately, the first emotion I felt was relief, because what I thought in my head was, for them to come to this realization, they must have gone through so much, and it must have been so difficult for them to live through something that they live being somebody that they weren't, and holding that concept that they were somebody else because of society's expectations, maybe familial expectations. I told them as much, and that I loved them and I supported them, and I was willing to do whatever it takes to be fully behind their this new era of their life, and let them know that I do love them a lot, and that they have absolutely nothing to worry about when it came to me, because I was going to fully love and support them. And I went on to say, like, do I have to do anything different? Do I have to start calling you she, they, sweetie? You know, like, do I act any different around you? Do I have to tell the family? Do you want me to tell the family for you? Do you want me to throw you a party? You know, is this your new birthday? Is your name changing? You know, like, I asked all these questions, and, you know, we talked about all the specifics, and they said they're not changing their name because they love their name, and I'm really proud of their name. So I'm wondering, I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe that's a gift from me. And I told them it's okay if they want to change their name. You know, this is their life and their truth, and they're discovering who they are, and that's perfectly fine. But I thought it was really touching that they decided to keep their name, because I'm really proud of the name I gave them. And I'm getting emotional. They said they know I love them very much, but they were still feeling anxious about telling me because they were just a little worried. And that that made my heart sink to think that they were worried to tell me anything. Excuse me. I always want to be a safe place for my daughter. I always want to be a safe place for my child. I always only ever want to be their guardian, their friend, their guide, their confidant. So I'm so glad they felt confident telling me, and I'm so glad that I get to now support them. One difficult moment we had was in telling my mom, actually, because I told my mom, or my mom found out rather. She wanted to tell my mom at a different time, but my mom found out through Instagram or something. And I was talking to my mom about it and said, like, how do you feel about it? My mom's response was, I don't care. It's your life. Do what you like. I love you. Just so long as you aren't hurting anybody, I don't care. And I said, okay, that's good. That's like a C- answer. I feel like it's the bare minimum we can do to be loving and maintain their love and respect. I feel like a better answer is, I love this for you. I feel like this is the right decision for you. I support you wholeheartedly. I will do anything I need to do to make this transition as easy as possible for you. And I think you're doing the right thing. I feel like that's the A+ answer. And I feel like we should move more towards that. And I feel like that's something my mom still kind of struggles with. Luckily, it was never like, I refuse, but it's more like this is all new and weird to me, which, to be fair, it is. They come from a different time when this kind of stuff wasn't really around as much. But, I felt like championing my daughter's transition in that moment was the best thing I could do as a father. And I think my mom, we talked about it very calmly and sweetly and in support of my daughter. I said, we have the full family, but really in terms of immediate family, it's just me and you, Mom. You're her Lola, I am her dad, and I think that we really need to be A+ on this. I feel like they really need our absolute best right now. So we came to a good middle ground on that. So I think that was really nice. Oh, didn't expect to get so emotional on this string. Excuse me. Let's see. Next question is from Danielle. Danielle says, after all the years of making audios, is there ones that have been your favorites? Any that you disliked? There's certainly ones that are a little more saccharine than most, maybe ones that I try to stick with ones whose messages I always agree with, and with ones that are things that I feel in my most ideal self I might say. There are certain topics and things that I try not to breach too often, like cheating. I don't like cheating. But that having been said, there are certain audios that are maybe sweeter than I might be myself. So yeah, there's that. And ones that are my favorites, certainly. Ones that really push my acting skills and let me be like a kind of let me kind of be more of an actor, if you will. Really try different stuff. And yeah, those are always more fun. Let's see what everybody's saying in here. Y'all are being so sweet. That's really sweet of you all to say. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ree's got that about right. We don't do cheating. We don't do high school. We don't do vampires. We will on occasion. I certainly have covered cheating before. I have covered high school scenarios before, and I have done vampires before. I just try not to do them, or I like to do, if I am going to breach those topics, they have to be very specific, and definitely never, never anything illegal, for sure, when it comes to high school stuff. So yeah, those are things I certainly try to avoid. Sophia Volko says, you've done vampires? When? I have a series called The Man on the Mountain. That's about Cardlin as a vampire. So yeah. Cass says, so I shouldn't write a script based on Twilight? Damn it. I'll do vampires if the story's done well, but there's only very certain aspects of vampires that I seem to enjoy compared to what other people seem to enjoy about vampires. Drea says, I can't believe your disdain for vampires is still there. We all know what we like, right? I love lots of different types of food, but I don't like ginger, you know? Saphira says, which aspects? I guess the tortured aspect, the monstrous aspect, the lonely aspect. I hate the idea that vampires are super attractive and super seductive, you know? I love the idea of them being tortured monsters who seclude themselves because they don't want to be a plague on society. I hate the idea of them imprinting on someone and being obsessed with someone when they're immortal, you know? Playing on immortality and what that really means is really something else. Evil, gross weirdos. Yeah, basically. All right, let's see. Moving on, we have a question from a Ninny Mouse. A Ninny Mouse asks, do you have any current projects going on outside this channel? Yeah, if you go over to twitch.tv/andthenjcsaid, that's my Twitch channel where I game regularly. I also stream D&D on Wednesdays, and I stream a podcast with some other audio creators, Dade Audio, Nomad Tales, and Kabuyama VA on Fridays over on Dade's channel, which is twitch.tv/Dade Audio. It's very different there though. Yeah, thank you Scorpio for pointing that out. It's 18 plus only, and I definitely don't act like Cardlin over there. I act like JC, you know, I act like myself, and I'm a lot less sweet and patient and kind. I'm just a guy who's playing video games. I'm not trying to be super sweet Cardlin. So I feel like sometimes people go there and they expect Cardlin, and it's definitely not who I am. Blame Bear Boo says, who's the bird on Big C's head? That used to be y'all. It used to kind of represent the Cardigans, actually. Yeah. Let's see. Morgan asks, what's your favorite comfort audio you've done? Sorry if you've already answered this. Favorite comfort audio I've ever done? Oh, there's so many. Comfort for Insomnia, the one I did a long time ago. It's my second best performing video on my channel. It's a really good one. Jory says, do you want to make voice acting a career? Yes. I think that would be a good alternative career to what I do. I'd definitely be willing to try it out, but I like what I do, which I feel is kind of different from your traditional voice acting. I love what I do, but if this fell through, or if I had some big opportunity to be a character on a big series that I love, or play a character that I like, or something like that, I feel like I would try it. So yeah, I would like to try voice acting as a career. I just feel like it's very different from what I do, and I love what I do right now. Take it easy, Ree. Feel better soon. Evie asks, hi, if you were a Pokemon, which one would you be? I don't know a lot of Pokemons. I don't know a lot of Pokemans. I don't know, let me ask y'all, what Pokemon would I be? I don't know Pokemon. Squirtle? Squirtoise? Wartortle? I don't know. Twilight says, you always said Snorlax. Yeah, Snorlax is pretty good. Big and chillin'. Jigglypuff, says Saphira. The mic. Okay, sure. I like that. I like those answers. Jinjin says, I was thinking Snorlax. Yeah, it's kind of just like a big old bear that just hangs out. That's kind of me. Cardlin would definitely be something else. But yeah, I feel like Cardlin would be like Arcanine or Growlithe. But yeah, I feel like JC would be Snorlax for sure. Let's see. Deanna asks, what's your favorite TV show? Oh, The Bear. And the new season just came out yesterday, actually. I've already finished it. I binged it. But yeah, The Bear is for sure my favorite TV show. Other favorites are Horace and Pete, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones up to season 6, or before season 6. Better Call Saul was a lot of fun. Yeah. Jupiter Fox asks, any small tips for people who want to start ASMR roleplay on YouTube? Yeah, just do it. Just dive into it. See if you like it, Don't worry too much about all the other stuff that goes with it, like making your channel seem nice, making sure you have the perfect microphone, making sure you have all the expensive equipment. Don't worry about all that stuff. I say just try it first. See if you even like it before you start investing all this time and effort into making all the rest of the stuff. For now, just try it. Send it around to your friends. See if they like it. Yeah. JT Stevens says, Wobbuffet or Beware. Okay, I like that. Mei Lee asks, hi, Cardlin, hopping off for now. Going to the beach tomorrow. Have a good rest of the stream. Good night. Take it easy, Mei Lee. Shin asks, hi, hope you're enjoying the night so far. What's a sound advice you'd always tell yourself or resonate with you the most? Thank you. Fortune favors the bold. So just try it. Put yourself out there, try it, and chances are you'll be rewarded for it. Leah asks, when you film your audios, are you just playing a character, or do you feel like parts of your personality just naturally come out? Hopefully that makes sense. It's always playing a character. And sure, sometimes the character might do something that I would do, or that, I add in certain speech patterns that match the way I talk. That just comes naturally in trying to embody a character. But yeah, I certainly don't ever feel like I'm putting myself into an audio. It's always like I'm playing a character, and sometimes that character overlaps with me as opposed to me overlapping with a character. Jory asks, I want to eventually write scripts for VAs on the side. What advice would you give me? I would advise you to check out my videos. I have 2 videos on how to write scripts that I feel one of them I co-wrote with Ree, and they are my editor, and they've done amazing work and done many amazing scripts, many of which I'm sure you love. And yeah, I feel like we came up with a lot of good tips in there. So check those videos out if you can. They're on my channel. Shin asks, once more, a lot of repeats. Shin asks, good evening. I've been a fan for quite some time, and is there a project or content that you love to publish but is just at the topmost part of the shelf? Thank you. I'm not sure what that means. I have a lot of series audios that I want to do, but I want to finish the current series I'm working on, if that's what you mean. But no, I don't feel like there's anything that's out of reach. Val Dancing Angel asks, did you visit anywhere else in Michigan? I'm curious to know as a fellow Michigander. I'll keep that a secret. Or at least rather, I don't really remember the names of any of the other places I went. Ethan asks, have you played Baldur's Gate 3? If so, what's your thoughts on Asterion? I think Asterion must have been very fun to play. I don't like him much as a character, and I can certainly understand why everybody is infatuated with Asterion, but I also roll my eyes at everyone being infatuated with Asterion. That having been said, I love playing characters like Asterion. Those are all true. All of those things are true at the exact same times, I promise. Val asks once more. Val asks a lot of questions. Val asks, I don't remember if I asked this or someone else did, but I'm going to ask anyways. Have you considered writing fanfics or something like that? I would personally read them if you do write fanfics. I used to write a lot of roleplay, never fanfics though. I never liked writing in like an existing universe. I considered it for a while, writing characters like Bruce Banner, stuff like that. And yeah, I've certainly been requested to write fanfics before, but no, I never really did. Writing is something that I struggle with on my best day, so I don't know that I ever would. Sid M says, I'm low-key an Asterian simp. I feel like a lot of people are. Let's see. Alex asks, do you have any advice for someone who just graduated college and is now facing the big wide world? I graduated today and wanted to thank you because your audios got me through my final exams. Thank you. Well, hey, congratulations on graduating. Good job. Advice is, for now, just try and figure out who you are, you know? Try a bunch of different jobs. Don't stress too much the big things. Just kind of live life, enjoy yourself, and figure out who you are and take your time with it. Don't feel like you need to rush into anything. Ashton, again, they said, says, figure you won't get to this, but I wanted to know you... Oh, okay. Thank you, Ashton. That's very sweet of you to say. Jupiter Fox says, do you enjoy any sports, either watching or playing? I used to play soccer and football as a kid. I still enjoy watching MMA, like UFC fights with my friends. I'm not super into it, but they are, and you know, I get into it because they're into it. Jupiter Fox, back once again to ask, oh no, I already asked that. I already read that one. Ethan says, can you rate my cat's names? Okay, Ethan. They say, hey, yo, can you rate my cat's names? Nina, Anna, and Luna. They're all bad. If I'm being honest with you. I'll give them all 5s. They're all pretty standard-ish cat names. It's okay. I don't like naming cats by people names. Or pets in general. I like naming pets people names. But yeah, 5s. Good job. Let's see. Sid M. We're getting close to the end here. We'll go ahead and close this up as soon as we hit the last question. Let's see. Sid M asks, not a question, but I just want to say that you're doing amazing in supporting your daughter. I know them saying they were scared may have been a little crushing, but the fact that you love them all the same will stick with them for the rest of their life. Keep it up. Thank you, Sid. Val says, will you be making any more polyamorous audios? I low-key became a sucker for them. Yeah, so long as people send in scripts. Sure. Luke says, seeing as how you like Hazbin Hotel, what's your favorite Hazbin Hotel song? I'm stuck between Loser Baby and More Than Anything. I think those are my 2 favorite as well. Bunny asks, hello, will you ever do a chibi voice ASMR? Probably not. No, I don't like doing parodies. Val, Dancing Angel, has their last question, I believe. Says, do you have a favorite meme? No. I feel like a meme that I might love right now, I won't love months from now. So no, I don't really have a favorite. KC says, care to share your favorite tongue twister? She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. That one. Crimson asks, did you hear about the new Hunger Games book that's coming out? I'm like obsessed with the books and read them over and over. I was just wondering. No. And I'm not really big in Hunger Games, so I'm not really super interested. But yeah, sure. I hope they're great. And let's see, our last question of the night comes from Drea. Good old Drea. Let's see what they have to say. They say, will you ever be so kind as to drop a barrage of stream bombs to go out with a bang? Oh, what a curious thing for you to ask. And what a great idea you had. Let us indeed go out with a bang. Everybody, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you so much for being here and asking all these questions and being so sweet and kind and patient with me. Thank you so much for being a part of the Cardigan community and for blowing up so nicely when I drop these bombs on you. If you want to see more of me, you can catch me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/andthenjcsaid. It's very out of character there, though. Do not expect Cardlin when you go there, because I'm definitely not Cardlin over there. But yeah, I hope you've been liking the new audios. Feel free to drop me any lines or suggestions or scripts. If ever you have anything, you can reach me at cardlinish@gmail.com, or if you have a script, cardlinscripts@gmail.com, or if you have some art that you'd like me to use in my videos, cardlinart@gmail.com. I got all three of those email addresses. They all reach me if you need to get in contact with me for whatever reason. But yeah, thanks for the Q&A, y'all. This was a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody being so respectful and kind, except for that one person. All right, y'all have a wonderful evening, and I'ma see you later. Bye. Cheers, y'all.